Was there anything over the last 2 years that you didn't anticipate, or is there anything particularly unique about the situation that we're in now? Every time people say it's going to be different this time, is there anything that could make things different this time, or is there anything that you've been surprised by?
By and large, I haven't been surprised by. I mean, I didn't anticipate that we were going to have the war with Russia. But I did anticipate that we were likely, headed in a war-like environment. It's very much fell with, as expected there. The economic and the financial very much is the same. So I'd have to, by and large, almost exactly it's transpired the way described. And that's why, again, look, I did the video for free on YouTube, The Changing World Order. What I'm trying to do is to just pass it along for people's consideration, to understand the cause-effect relationship that goes there. But yes, it's unfortunately going according to script. That doesn't mean it's destined, okay? But it's difficult to take off track. What do I mean by that? Each stage is the logical consequence of the stage that preceded it. So let's take the existing situation. The United States has a lot of debt and it has deficits. So it has to sell debt. Now, if you say, and others are holding debt, and if you say, how do you get healthy? You have to spend less than you earn to not borrow money and get financially strong. That's difficult, and particularly when you have a lot of debt, because you have to take a portion of your income and you have to pay the debt. And also you're living in spending more than you're earning. And so how do you rectify that? What, cut spending? I mean, it's very difficult to cut spending. Or raise income? Well, that's not easy. So cut spending? What do you cut? Okay. So we're living in a world now where policymakers don't think, how much money do I have to spend and what should I prioritize it on? They think, how much money do I need to spend without regard to how much they have? And then they go spend it, and then they have deficits that central banks can print. It's just like the same as individuals. They have the deficit, but in their case, they have the capacity to print the money to pay the deficit. So it's not easy to fix the financial problem. The internal problem, you know what it's like. Can you get people to come together to, say this is a common problem? Let's have the left and the right and people. Very difficult. People have big differences in values and conditions. And so it's very difficult to bring them together to deal with the problems. And the same is true internationally, easier said than done. So given that dynamic, there is then the stages. And so it's pretty clear normally what comes next.